him into it. Oh, in the face. Right in the eyeball. Here's the situation, guys. They want to be seeding. We signed up to do this job last fall. We're gonna have the link here of the harvest footage I got after I inspected it. So you're gonna want to check that out because it was pretty epic. 2 case combines in a field with a Fendt tractor and a grain cart. But anyway, we've got this Horsch drill behind us and it's seeding time, but it's not ready to go. And we're on the hook for it. We said we would have it done today. Here's the issues we ran into. See all this hose? This hose? This hose. All this hose was supposed to be a slam dunk. Easy, just replace it. Not a problem. Quoted it. Bought it from the dealer, the Horsch dealer. Should have gone right on, right? Well, it went on all right, but it didn't seal up. It's too big. I don't get it. It comes from Horsch and it's too big. We've been out here 5 times. 5 times since we first came out here to get this thing up and running, and this thing is kicking our butt. Sometimes we have those jobs, but you know what? We're on the hook for it. We're not going to disappoint. We're going to get this done, and today is going to be the day that this is seeding in the field. Let's get her done. And as a reward, we might go take the mountain cats up and have a little fun in the snow. We'll get to that later though. We also got someone else helping out on this project. We got Matt here from Butler Machinery.
Hey, how we doing?
Matt, what are you taking care of today?
Looking at some electronics and why we're not getting our bin level sensors and our speed sensors to work.
All right. So it's not just us holding up the show, but Matt's here gonna support Brian up there. Brian, who's got this rig, to make sure they're up and running. We're gonna get it done, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Going today.
Let's do it. He's like, I can't get up there. When your best friend really wants to be with you. Hey, buddy. Well, the experts have figured it out. The reason the cart electronics aren't working, like he was saying, just kind of caught it at the tail end. The fan speed sensor on this guy isn't working. It went bad. And the voltage drops low enough that it causes all of it to not work. And so when you disconnect this, then it'll work. The rest of it will work. That's the problem. Maybe linked to us, I don't know. Sounds like it went bad. We just happened to touch it at the same time. It went bad over the winter. So, bummer there. But at least that's solved, so let's keep moving on the rest of it. What Jesse's gonna do now is he's gonna verify all the routings on this blockage prevention system. So if you notice, there's something different going on with this fan. It's not just the original Crary type aluminum fan housing and motor. We've got a shroud on it, and this shroud comes from AirGuard. And then we also have a snorkel going up to the top. The snorkel gets the clean air from up high, and then you're only sucking in the clean air back here, not grabbing chaff, dust, whatever. But then the radiator that's right here, what that's doing is it's heating and drying the air. I think it's called raising the dew point. And what Brian's been having issues with is in humid days, humid mornings, high moisture mornings, that humid air is getting sucked through the system and getting coated all over the intelligent ag wireless blockage system sensors. It's causing plugging. It's just causing a lot of problems with fertilizer. So we're going to solve that through this AirGuard blockage prevention system. We've offered these. We sell a number a year for this very problem. Sometimes it's preventative, and sometimes it's because there's a major problem and we're solving a problem. So clean air, drier air, new hoses, got a good blockage system, stainless meter housings too. We'll show you that later. All this is going to make this rig really rocking. So this here is a beautiful meter housing that we now have online. It's made out of stainless steel. You're not going to have issues with it crushing anymore. The original ones, if you're a Horsch owner, you would know this. You've had issues with it compressing or collapsing some. And then this electric motor has issues. It faults out, can't turn the meter. It's binding in there. just a lot of issues. We've got that solved through this stainless steel meter housing, and it's stainless, so that's a good deal. And you've got the capability to shut off the tank. So what you do is you take this plate off and you'll slide in like a cutoff gate, and that cutoff gate will stop the product from flowing down into the meter cavity. If you want to pull your meter and check something or do something with it, you don't have to drain your whole tank. So that's a really good feature, added feature into it that is above and beyond what the OEM does, besides the durability and not being able to crush. So we brought one of these back to the shop to test it, and what we've determined to do is we're going to take what I believe is a silicone tape, kind of like an electrical tape, maybe it's vinyl, and we're going to grow the diameter of this tube so that this new hose that's out of spec or doesn't match what at least this tube is, maybe it's an import, so it's metric, I don't know. Now this will go on and actually seal up.
So my job here is to make sure all the hydraulics are routed correctly, because we're going to be starting this up soon, and we do not want anything to be going backwards or incorrect, because you can actually blow these radiators up and be a big disaster, losing all that oil back here. Something we just don't have time for. There's also a very specific startup procedure. We got to get that oil warmed up so that it's not such a big shock to the system. This thing will run really well if we follow those steps and do it just the right way. From what I can tell, everything's hooked up right. So we just got, here's your exact startup procedures, right. I guess.
Okay.
I'll give all this to you.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm glad you figured it out quick.
One little sensor.
Yeah, pulls up the whole show. Fast. Using my head as my third hand. You guys think that's gonna work? I don't know. Oh man, something's up here. I think someone bent this and didn't tell us. There we go. That's how it's supposed to look. Looks like someone distorted the threads real nicely. Did I ever tell you guys that I bruised my ribs last snowmobile trip? Hard to do this with bruised ribs. Hey Jesse! What? I could use your assistance! I don't think this was meant to be, but somehow it was before. Can you come down here on this side and squeeze these tubes together, hoses? Someone out there is laughing at me for how I'm installing this. But you know what? You come and do it. We're kind of concerned as well. Alright, after fighting it down there, we just pulled it off. We're going to try to just do it on the trailer here. Leverage. Using leverage, as they say. Probably got a little too much tape. So, we need to get to... How are you going to measure that? Yeah, we're actually over that. So it doesn't need much. This one's close.
Which one?
The inside of the hose is like 5.5.
Okay.
Or no. Inside of the hose is 5.6 and these are like 5.5, so we have 0.1 inch.
how about we go mount it up and then see before we tighten everything. There's no way they can go any. We could loosen this and try to. Let's go. Look how far away it is. No. Like, is there anywhere else to take up length? You sure it's on all the way?
Yeah,
is it
touching?
It's hitting the fan?
Right here.
No, is it hitting the fan? The fan?
Yeah, it's touching the fan as well. So we're off. We need to cut off.
Can the fan go back some?
No. It's rigid mounted.
Alright. Then we get to cut some hose off. Let's bring it out a little.
And push it in. It's been pretty good for.
I thought we were doing the hose, not the hydraulics. This is all part of the necessary surgical operation. Well, I'm sorry to say, but this is the easy part. We got a rhythm down.
We can make it look like.
Midday update, since it's midday and we haven't gotten that far, but that was the first one you guys saw us put together, and now I've disassembled these two. This is a 3-tank machine. I'm going to try not to have to take this lower off, but it's probably inevitable. Dropped all that down, and now I'm going to try to do segments. The one's closest to the fan first, and then move that way. Because that's the long hose that we can flex and pull and push. These are fixed, so these are really tough to move. You gotta start from one end. That's why I had to take that lower off, so I could push this hose on from this end, and then, yeah, try to get that one on. We'll see how that goes. Jesse's hanging out in the shade here.
Like my cutting tool?
You need a cutting tool?
No, I'm using it right here.
Oh, hey, I got a knife for you.
Oh, got it. I'm done now. Thanks for showing up late.
Oh, yes. I had to do a radio interview in the tractor. WDAY radio. Pretty cool. Check it out. Maybe we'll have a link to it here. I had to get in the tractor to get signal and get out of the wind. I think Jesse's the only one who should do this job because he does such a great job.
Not for hire.
I'm reviewing a draft of a video that's going to get released today from Sunny Farms. So if you haven't seen that video yet, I can recommend checking it out. One of my better works. Oh, in the face. Right in the eyeball. Oh, you're going to want to curve it. Is it okay to be working while I watch a video? If I'm a millennial. What did you throw it on here first? By the way, introducing Brian Franson. Good guy.
For now, yeah.
Yeah, he's been very patient with us, let's just say that. And he's helping. I don't know if he's going to charge us or make us make a discount on top of losing on this job. Oh, great guys, great guys. They know the struggle is real, they know what it's about. That's why they hired us.
Yeah.
The power is out in the area, and good thing the trusty Ford Power Boost is supplying us power. It's trusty most of the time.
Got a little bit more. what we're doing here is zip tying the hose to these offset brackets, and that keeps the hose away from the cleanout flap. Well, we just got a few more to put together, and we're enjoying the nice weather, but we are way behind. I'll give you a tour of this machine here while they finish those. Horsch 500i, 60-foot Horsch Panther. A lot of runs here. 24 per tower. 24 runs, secondary runs per tower. It's a double chute, so that means one chute is for seed and one chute is for fertilizer. We switched the seed and fertilizer towers around, which means the lower ones are now seed, and the top ones are now fertilizer. Why did you do that? Well, Brian's good idea. If they're gonna plug, it's typically a fertilizer run, and it'd be nice if it was easily accessible. So we made it easily accessible. It's on the top. All this hose got changed. How many rolls of hose did we eat up on this job? Do you remember? More than I think it was more than I thought. Hey, how much was the hose before? Did you hear about it? Yeah, the primary hose was like 80 bucks a foot. Was that during COVID? Oh yes, good old COVID, 80 bucks a foot. This drill will be available for trader sale as soon as those hoses are wore out. That's been the consensus of the whole group. Just before they're wore out so that it's still saleable. Bushings, caster wheels, all that stuff, really nice. But the goal is to run this until it's just about to burst through the hoses. Still field ready though, and then sell it, trade it. And then try to hire Ready to do it again. All right, just two more? Two more connections.
Oh, yeah. 2 connections.
Yep. One more tube, 2 connections. Let's admire this beautiful meter housing that we've installed. All stainless steel. No more crushing. It's got the guillotine plate shut off, so you can shut the meter cavity off and change your meters. What we got there is a mountain cat and a kitty cat. Jesse's is the kitty cat, so he didn't want to man up, so I decided I would do it for us, for the twin brothers. 858 turbo, silver turbo on it, versus the 800, shorter track, smaller paddle. He's gonna really struggle. Watch this. This is a skill. Oh, Oscar, yeah, you want it? Are you ready? Where'd Matt go? Here. Oh. All right, Oscar. Don't be scared. You ready? Here we go. We're gonna tighten it. Are you excited? Woo! Yeah! Woo! We did it! Good buddy. Very valuable on jobs like this that don't have consistent hose size to the tube. Some kind of a vinyl tape, like a electrical tape. We ran out of the thick stuff, so we went to these little rolls. Glass cleaner. This was a lifesaver, like a lubricant, but what's amazing is it just evaporates really fast, and then it gets sticky, so once it's on there, it's stuck. And great help, of course. For the moment of truth, we're going to test all the connections here, make sure there's no major air leaks. Any here?
Just a little on the bottom. Not too much. I don't know. It might be the window.
Yeah, that'll plug. Don't run me over. good. That one's good too. Initiated the startup procedure for the AirGuard BPS. What we're doing is making sure there's no air bubbles in the system. You want to do this every time because otherwise you could have a possibility of blowing up the radiator. That's not a good thing, in case you're wondering. So we ran the fluid for a number of minutes, warmed it all up with the fans running. Now we're going to run the fluid through the radiator. You can feel the heat in the pipe. So not the sun side, do this side, which maybe it's from the sun too, but on the bottom, this top pipe's higher, hotter than the bottom one. I think that's it. Yeah, like this one's hotter than that one. Seems to be working.
We run heat through them before we started and loosen up all the hoses.
Yeah, that's right. That would have helped. That's the seed. This is where the seed comes out. It spans maybe 5 to 7 inches. And then the fertilizer shoots down the center, right in the middle. Deeper. All right, once again, we have succeeded. As I posted, we think we have. First, it's got to go to the field. We're going to save this footage in case it does work. But I'm hopeful, so I don't have to come back.
We are all. Should be good.
I hope to come back and get footage in the field. We didn't get that today. There's still some frost coming out. But thank you so much, guys, for having us for the 5th time. It was a pleasure inspecting the drill and actually completing the drill. I'll take that win for the team. I had to come and finish it, I guess, right? Yeah. I had to have a lot of help though. These guys were great. Spent much of the day with us. Send the bill. We're already negative, but great group here. Franson Farms, Coal Harbor, North Dakota. Cross your fingers, it's gonna work. It's springtime, it's gotta go. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you support your farmers. And if you are one, get in touch with us if you need anything. All right, God bless. We're out of here.
Make sure you like and subscribe to keep up on all the fresh content posted weekly, which includes helpful tips and tricks, new products, and various adventures. Also, make sure you check out Reddy's website to shop our performance air seeder solutions.